Is it just me, or does Rockstar have, like, the best voice direction, probably? I think what really makes their games stand out as sounding like really slickly and professionally done is the voice direction. The voice acting's great, but there's other games with very good voice actors where the voice direction, it just doesn't feel like the same quality as you get in the film, because you have a bunch of really good voice actors in individual separate studios reading their lines and not reacting to each other like actors would. The voice direction, the voice act, it's all great. And Rockstar's always done a pretty solid job of building up characters that seem to have some depth and you kind of connect to and you really enjoy playing as. But story-wise, this game is going nowhere. It's just kind of a collection of set pieces. It doesn't really have... I don't know, people are always trying to say that, video game storytelling is getting better and eventually it's going to be just as good or better than movies, and in some ways already is. But, like, a movie would really need to have more of a narrative thrust than this game has. And I'm saying this as a criticism only because the game is so freaking good in most ways. Like, the things that I bitch about in this game... What is over here? Oh, I'm really curious. I'm really curious about that now. There's something over here the game doesn't want you to be at yet. There are storyline reasons that you can't go to Blackwater. And I'm not sure what happens if we try to get into fake Mexico land, which is right on the other side of that water. This would be as good a time as any to find out, I suppose. But, no, that and the controls. Like, these are things I bitch about in this game because the game is so freaking good overall that those things stand out in a way that they wouldn't if the game just wasn't really that great. So let's save, because now I have a hankering to try to cross the water and see what would happen. And we're as close right now to Mexico land as we've ever been in this game. Because we'd have to cross into Blackwater, where I know we're wanted, to take the traditional route down there via, pass through Blackwater and across the bridge to Thieves Landing and head south into Mexico land. But, I think that's Mexico land on the other side of the... If we can swim across this river, which is probably a ridiculous thought to attempt in real life. Not that it's a real place, but, this river is probably meant to be a bit bigger than you would just swim across. Well, let's see what happens if we try to head over there, and whether that's a piece of land the game wants us to be able to go to yet. Or if we could take a boat. It's not impossible that we could take a boat across. There was a canoeing, I don't see oars. There was a boat that we could canoe across earlier, but I think these are just decorative. No, I don't believe we actually get to canoe across in those boats. I do not believe they actually count as real boats. I'm also not sure if our horse is going to want to swim across here. But we saved, and the reason we saved is I believe this is not going to work. I believe that we will get, like, the old Grand Theft Auto style 5-star wanted level for crossing into an area the plot doesn't want us to be at yet. This game will call it Wanted Dead or Alive, but it's the same difference. We'll just have, like, bounty hunters or police spawning, like, 10 of them at a time right next to us with big mean guns. Horse doesn't seem happy. Its stamina is depleting rapidly, but it's going. What's interesting about this, and you can't really tell by watching, but there is definitely a river flow where the horse is getting dragged by the current. I'm trying to make it fight the current. Maybe that's not wise. Oh yeah, this horse is going to probably get exhausted before we cross. Good thing it's a DLC horse, eh? I can just generate another one. Okay. Oh. Did I get kicked or something? Because, yeah, no, it bucked. I was trying to get off the horse. I was kind of surprised that it would just, interesting. I can try swimming across myself. I expected that if I got most of the way across, but couldn't get all the way across, that I would, your health core is empty, and my stamina core too. Okay, that's not what I was expecting to have happen. I was expecting to get a chance to swim after the horse had thrown me off. But that is not what happened. It was only giving me a little bit more of the stamina core back. Alright. Let's try something that's really stupid. Let's try to swim to Mexico. Well, we got... Oh, yeah, you can see how fast that's depleting. There's no way. I'm not even going to get close. Will it let me take... No, it won't let me take tonics while I'm swimming. Okay, never mind. This has been a waste of time. Just an experiment that didn't go anywhere. Let's load. Right before we got our horse killed and ourselves killed trying to get to Mexico. Now I feel like we went back to our old camp. If I was dedicated in the same way that I was dedicated to abandoning the story to go mess around with getting level 1 bandit, trying to get to Mexico before the story requires us to go there. And I don't know for a fact the story makes us go to Mexico. I know it's in the game. That was part of what they bragged about. The entire game of the previous game is there, plus a bunch of new territory. We have yet to set foot on any territory other than one story mission where we just crept into Blackwater slightly. We haven't set foot on the territory where the previous game was set. Our world map, as you can see, Blackwater here. Blackwater was this was kind of the northern border of the last game. So we've got a big chunk of map where that, but for all I know, that's all for post-story play, and you never visit it. I don't know that one way or another. I would think eventually the story would make us go back to Blackwater and would get some insight into what happened there. Because it seems like Arthur missed an event where things went to shit. And I'm still kind of curious to see, is the game going to tell the story of... are we ever going to get kind of a story of Dutch going nuts, as was described? By, John Marston in Red Dead Redemption 1, or are we just going to get something where maybe events unfold in a way where Marston isn't present and things happen where it makes sense that he could have been told that or he could believe that, but Dutch didn't really go nuts at all. But then again, Dutch was kind of nuts in Red Dead Redemption 1. Oh, there's a wildcat. Okay, we probably want to get out of here. Yeah, I kind of don't want to get into a tussle with a wildcat. Not doing a lot of hunting in this game.
Hey there, mister. Hey there, fella.
I need to get back some karma because I accidentally shot a horse while killing some guys who were Lemoyne Rangers. And in my opinion, you should be getting karma for killing them, but you don't. You just don't lose karma. I suppose I shouldn't say that because the implication would be that in my real life, to prove that I'm a good person, I go around murdering racists, which I don't. You know what? I'm gonna let you guys in a little secret. because it's just me and my core little Let's Play audience. Sometimes I have people come in for the Nobunaga's Ambition and the RTK stuff that don't stick around for everything else. But you guys who are here with me, you're my true friends. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I've never murdered anyone in real life. I've never taken a human life before.
Wasn't the blues. We was storing powder here. Someone dropped a Lucifer, and that was that.
They weren't the traitors?
The traitors? That's their name, apparently, for, Oh, I don't have my...
I guess we wouldn't have had powder.
Get down and cover now! Well, look at whose path is crossing again.
Oh, damn it, game. I was trying to get a real weapon here. Enemies were led to camp. What the? What the? Okay, sorry about that. I lost all freaking sense of what I was doing there because I pulled out the gun and started examining it on the screen that would normally allow you to, That was a gang hideout. You're supposed to take those over. I don't know what it does for you. Maybe it's like, seizing cannon fortresses and, no, I'm going to load the game. Come on. Half a video gone to waste here, though. Failing to swim to Mexico and now getting killed by the Lemoyne Raiders. I guess they weren't impressed by my, story about how I've never murdered anyone in real life. But, yeah, gang hideouts will pop up. I found one for the, those, whatever they're called, the guys with the Irish name, they were hanging around in the previous zone. I found them off screen and tried to use them as a chance to get throwing knife kills, and that went about as well as you probably would expect, but because I wasn't recording, I just left it alone. But if I'm on that path and they spark up that dialogue again, I just need to make sure that when I get off my horse and creep up to that fence, that I bring a gun with me, because even though I don't really do terribly well with like careful, accurate distance shooting, I've always preferred the notion of the guy fighting with a rifle as a marksman to the idea of the guy who just like pulls out the 6-shooters and does that old deal. Trying this again. Whole video might consist of us just trying to get to the next stranger mission and not having any success. Sorry, dear. But you're going to let somebody get that close to you without running away. You deserve whatever you get. I'm sorry. Oh, there's a big old turkey, or some kind of bird. That might have been a neat thing to...
Hey, partner!
So yeah, a bunch of Confederate... Oh, see, those guys have a canoe. I could waste another 15 minutes trying to get to Mexico. I'm vaguely keeping my eyes peeled for this building, because I believe I'm on the same road. Oh, boar.
Easy.
Probably would be worth killing them and bringing them to Dude for meat, but I'm not really worried about maintaining the camp anymore. I've already built it up all the way. Fine, more autosaves, sure. Is that the,
Hey, mister! Hey, partner?
It gave me the option to study something for a second. Alright, maybe I just want to actually be ready to go with Wappets here. No, not dynamite. Varmint rifle, rolling rock rifle. Can you not do the... Yeah, shotgun. So I can have shotgun Saturday night. Now, watch me not come across the same thing again. Because I had no idea where it was. I was just following the road, not paying all that much attention.
Wish someone'd come. Tired of sitting in this heat already. Moldering and wasting out here.
That this old church was creepy today. Before the usurpers got their hands on it.
Wasn't the blues. We was storing powder here. Someone dropped a Lucifer and that was that.
They weren't the traitors?
Trying to spot him.
I guess we wouldn't have had powder there. They hadn't been no war. And that feller...
Wait. Take cover. Any you can find and hold. Well, I'll be. What luck running into you again? Keep the fire on. You go.
We're gonna make one example of you. And plenty of flesh.
Damn, I died like before I could... Okay. Now I want to take this place, so I feel like a schmuck, obviously. I guess I gotta ride up to it from a different side. Like, it's tough to figure out where they are, but, like, they instantly spotted me and I was trying to creep. It's gonna take an inordinately long time to load. I guess I could just leave that... I don't know, maybe next time I just need to accept the wherever the auto load is. But I don't have any problem killing Lemoyne Raiders all day long. And the game kind of sets us up there. It's not like they're just fighting us because we stole their stuff. Well, we stole their base, but the game has clearly taken a side on the whole civil rights issue. We have black gang members, and it sent us on stranger missions, so I guess we could ignore. They haven't been main story missions I could remember like this, but they're stranger missions where pretty much your mission objective is to go deal with the racist assholes. So the game is not playing coy with whose side it's on those sorts of issues.
Okay, fella.
Alright, so... I think it's while we're coming up here. That's pretty much where we're getting attacked. So I think we already dealt with this mission during a previous story mission. Or that zone. But still, I feel like if we take it out, it's a gang hideout that we get credit for eliminating.
Hey, partner?
Mister?
Glad I didn't accidentally pull a gun on you there, because for a minute when I went to the menu, I figured that's what I was going to accidentally do. If only my horse could get out far enough for me to hop on that boat. If only those canoes weren't decorative, and they actually had oars. Suppose you wouldn't leave oars out with your canoe if you just left your canoe out. In a world where people would steal that kind of thing. Okay, your autosave is from here. Which I guess means all I'm doing is losing a little bit of money each time.
Hey there, partner.
Hey.
But if I set down a manual save here, this whole video is... Oh, it won't let me save. Maybe because I'm too close to the gang hideout. Or Maybe it just didn't like that I was right next to a guy. Yeah, now I can save. So I don't really get it, but whatever. I don't want this entire video to be a waste. I would like to actually accomplish this little side objective we set for ourselves here. I need to take better care of my shotguns.
Easy, whoa.
We're getting close. Yeah. I think this is the place. Certainly there's a cannon over here. Dang. Oh shit. This is a fucking disaster. Jeez.
I'm all gonna beat your beat.
Because I freaking shot the guy with a rifle, and not only did it not kill him, but all of them appeared to have powerful long-distance rifles to counteract me with. Then I was freaking trapped in the scope. Like I had to go and manually aim and try to remove the scope before I could use that weapon again, which was not really the right way to do things. Well, I guess I'll take the monetary loss and try this again. Oh, I got herbs. Yeah, I say it's all worth it because I got herbs I've never gotten before. So where am I at? All right. Well, I guess I'll take the loss of I seem to do better in gunfights from horseback anyway. Oh, there's bear. There's all sorts of cool shit over here I've never found before. Ah, my huckleberry. Do they know where I am?
We'll send you where you came from. Plenty of gum
Somewhere in space.
here. Do that close.
Can't freaking tell where they are. But they can spot me perfectly. That's what's annoying about this. What's annoying about this is that they seem to be able to always find me just fine. Yeah, like there's a sniper up there who just freaking kills me every time. Ooh. So I guess I gotta find that guy and kill him, but... Now I'm pretty much determined to take these guys out. I don't know what I get for it, but... If I got nothing, if I don't get credit for clearing out a gang base, then that will be annoying to me, but... But all I'm losing for every failed attempt is a little bit of cash, so... Oh, come on, game. You know full well what weapons I was using.
Let me get on my own way. Now let me get on yours.
Sure, no problem. Just gonna eat some canned pineapples. All right. This guy would stop. I'd appreciate it. Otherwise, the temptation is going to be to kill somebody who's... Oh, come on. Get him in the face. Give me a chance to get a little health back.
Senseless idiots.
Okay, that felt pretty good after all that nonsense. Wasted a lot of Deadeye, but he said senseless idiots, which suggests that it's over. And the thing was, I had to kill that guy. That guy had a high-powered rifle. Inspect site. Oh, I just fell over. What was inspect site about? Bulger Glade. Okay, I just added something to my, Well, Went to Scarlet Meadows, site of the famous battle in the war. All them young lives lost. Alright. Well, that's a video. So I spent the whole video doing it. But yeah, my big complaint was that the enemy always knows exactly where you are once you fired, and it's really difficult to spot them. I can complain about that all I want, but once I've established it's true, it makes sense not to shoot somebody who's going to run up to you and attack you, and leave the guy with the long-range rifle free to keep headshotting you. Finally got past that. Now we'll see what happens if I loot their bodies. Do I get anything for clearing out this zone? Or is it just that in order to get the PlayStation trophy for visiting battle scenes or whatever, you need to deal with the Lemoyne Rangers, who are stopping you from writing that journal entry? Not sure, but we might find out next time. Bye-bye.